Well, for more on John Kerry's visit to Israel and the West Bank, let's speak to Akiva Eldar, senior columnist at the online newspaper Al Monitor. Akiva Eldar, how is John Kerry's visit being seen there in Israel? I mean, he's aiming to revive peace talks, but I suppose the question is, will he get anywhere? I mean, even Kerry said this is going to be a difficult call.
Yeah, well, on one hand, the Israelis and I believe also the Palestinians are very cynical. But look, this is his 8th trip, and this is happening after the second round of what you just described as confidence-building measures that were taken both by the Israelis and the Palestinians under American pressure, which is from the Israeli side releasing, this is the second round of releasing what the Israelis perceive as terrorists, and of course the Palestinians freedom fighters, prisoners who were sentenced for life after targeting Israeli civilians. And at the same time, Israel announced for the second time the construction of thousands of new units in the occupied territories. And I can hardly believe that Kerry and President Obama are able just to turn a blind eye to a stalemate in the peace talks and be remembered in history as an administration who just put back into the West Bank hundreds or dozens of prisoners and giving legitimacy to the construction of thousands of units. So I believe that he has invested too much American political chips, presidential chips in this process, that he cannot just say, well, sorry, I tried, but it didn't work, and let me try somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, is there a feeling, Akiva, that Kerry has to come away with something from this trip? I mean, there are reports that Kerry might propose some kind of interim deal. But let me ask you, I mean, what would that deal entail? Because it still wouldn't address those core issues, one of which you touched on there, like settlements, borders, the right to return, and, of course, security arrangements.
Yeah, as you know, the American diplomat, the senior American diplomat Martin Indyk, is present in the negotiating room, and it seems that he is going from, you know, the next meetings, after 14 meetings that, as you just mentioned, we didn't see much progress. He's going to change hats from facilitator to mediator and put forward the American ideas, which will look, as far as I understand, like the ideas that were submitted by President Clinton at the end of 2000. The Israelis and the Palestinians are not able to reach an agreement on what you mentioned, such issues such as dividing Jerusalem, refugees. It has to be a third party, and there is a price now. And the price that Kerry is putting forward is an American embarrassment, that the Americans have failed. What, as I mentioned, they have just gave legitimacy to the settlement project and to the release of prisoners and got nothing out of it. What Kerry is doing here when he comes here again and again is putting a higher and higher price for the American failure, and nobody, not Netanyahu and neither Abu Mazen, are willing to pay the price. And at the end of the day, if this fails, what you're going to see a year from now is a Palestinian state recognized by the UN and the United States not vetoing it.
Okay, Akiva Eldar, thank you very much for your time.